We turn now to ITMate and Indiana in the grips of the opioid crisis. But who gets treatment and who goes to jail?
So that often depends on the county where you're arrested. The Chief Justice of Indiana Supreme Court wants to see that change. ITMate's Richard Essex has this exclusive interview.
And that can have a bearing on how the courts treat different crimes. In Lawrence County, they have drug courts. In Orange County, they do not. Drug crimes are treated differently in these two counties. And that's just not the opinion of criminal defense lawyers or advocates. That's the opinion of the Indiana Supreme Court Chief Justice. Joseph Kellum's journey to addiction began with a dirt bike accident as a teenager. Then a prescription for painkillers left him hooked. When the prescription ran out, Joseph turned to using meth, then selling it, which led to his arrest and a maximum 16-year prison sentence. The Indiana Supreme Court declined to shorten that sentence last year, but not before Chief Justice Loretta Rush wrote an extraordinary dissenting opinion. She called this case a rare and exceptional one, but one that also shows how counties across Indiana treat addiction differently.
One of the things you wrote in the opinion is this case highlights the disparity among Indiana counties with respect to meaningful sentence alternatives for those suffering from substance disorder. Can you expand on that a little bit?
Well, we have 148 problem-solving courts in different counties, but we have whole areas that don't have them. And so what I don't want to see is sort of justice by geography. If you live in a county that has a problem-solving court, you're able to work the program, has a lot of oversight and accountability through meetings and drug testing, and keep your job, stay with your family, and contribute to your community. But if you live in a county that doesn't, it could be 5, 10, 15 years in jail.
The geography includes 58 counties, the one shaded in yellow, that have one designated drug court. Joseph Kellum's was arrested in Orange County, one of the state's other 34 that don't have one. The Chief Justice wants those numbers to change.
You've got to have accountability for the criminal behavior. That's there. You know, methamphetamine is the #1 drug that we're seeing right now in courts in Indiana, and it's ravaging families, communities. So when you're dealing, there has to be a component, but we also have to treat the person who's the addict, because one leads to the other. I mean, we have a number of cases, and everybody knows somebody, right, or a family member, or somebody that started off with a sports injury in high school. I just met with the state championship baseball team. You get a sports injury, you get prescribed medication, that's done, and then you get addicted, and then you turn to other drugs.
Are we going to be able to fund? I know that's up to the General Assembly, but is funding going to be a big part of the geographical aspect of this?
I think it'll have to be. And then also for smaller communities, you're going to see counties band together and have it because they might not have the resources to have one. So a big push for me for the General Assembly this year is to fund drug courts instead of funding tail end, which is the DOC and long periods of incarceration, doing the front end. And we have about 4,000 participants in problem-solving courts a year, and that's growing. And that's 4,000 lives saved.
We're talking about the people who have been drug dealers and who have become addicts. Then there's some victims to this too. There's the guy that lives next door to the drug dealer. There's the family that had a son or a daughter that became an addict because of this.
Right.
What do we say to those people?
Well, you deal with the crime. You can't overlook. Our job is to not overlook the crime. There's got to be consequences with regard to the criminal behavior, and there's going to be just punishments given to the criminal behavior. You've got a person who's an addict. You treat addiction as a disease, a treatable disease, and you punish the criminal behavior. And that's a tough balance sometimes. But there are victims. There's a lot of victims. Somebody got dealt that first meth. We got to deal with the dealers.
Chief Justice Rush says that counties that have drug courts, that they're working. And as the state's highest judicial officer, she's asking the Indiana General Assembly for more money for problem-solving courts. She says that drug use and addiction have led to high rates of incarceration and one of the highest rates in the country for foster care. In Orange County, Richard Essex, Wish TV, ITMate.